Good morning, Steph. Yes, I'm Mark McAllister filling in for Melanie Ng. A major move by the Ford government. Schools across the province will remain closed for in-person learning even after this April break.
We know that the more COVID spreads in our communities, the more likely it is to get into the schools. We will keep a constant eye on the data to determine when we can get kids back in the classrooms.
Prior to the April break, more than 99% of students and staff did not have an active case of COVID-19.
The move comes just one day after the education minister said in-person learning will resume next week, adding enhanced measures, safety measures would be put in place to protect students and staff. COVID-19 biostatistician and educator Ryan Imgren says schools should have been shut down a long time ago.
Schools actually should have been closed for quite some time now. As of right now, we've seen 14,500 cases inside of schools. Sometimes we also see transmission. Those don't get counted. So that 14,500 cases that we have seen in schools to date is the bare minimum number that we've actually seen.
Meanwhile, the opposition is calling for the education minister to be fired and putting the blame on the premier.
Doug Ford walked us right into this school shutdown with his eyes wide open. There are things that he could have and should have been doing.
Now, this comes as the province faces increased pressure to vaccinate essential workers, promising special education staff and teachers in Toronto and Peel's hotspots would be eligible for a vaccine starting yesterday. However, many sites said they were not given any extra doses and all the appointments had been booked. Stay tuned to BT. Coming up just after 8 o'clock, we will be speaking to the Ontario Parent Action Network about the Ford government's latest decision. Hospitals across the province making adjustments to ease the crisis caused by this third wave.
The virus is trying to bring Ontario's hospitals to their knees, but the hospitals are fighting with everything they have to make sure that doesn't happen.
Over a dozen hospitals across the GTA are shutting down pediatric wards to make space for more COVID patients. For the first time in its history, SickKids is accepting adult patients in an 8-bed COVID wing for critical care patients, most of which are already occupied. The number of COVID-19 patients in ICU in the province jumped to 612 yesterday, setting another new record high. Air Canada is getting a helping hand from the federal government with a multi-billion-dollar bailout package.
It was very important for us to get a good and fair deal for Canada and for Canadians.
This is a disappointment in that taxpayers' money is going to be used to refund Canadian taxpayers.
The $5.9 billion aid package includes full refunds for passengers who had their flights canceled because of the pandemic. Taxpayers, though, are footing the bill for the reimbursements. The deal includes a cap on executive compensation. The airline carrier must also keep its current workforce. Ottawa is still negotiating aid packages with other Canadian airlines, but says any deal will include mandatory customer refunds. This evening, a quieter Ramadan begins for millions of Muslims in Toronto and around the world. A live look now at the Medina Mosque located at Danforth and Donlands. This marks the second straight year that the pandemic will restrict communal prayer. Many mosques like this one will be open, but with a capacity limit of 15%. The Canadian Muslim COVID-19 Task Force is encouraging observers to follow the rules of their local mosque and public health officials. Coming up at 7, we will speak with a doctor on that task force to discuss how the holy month can be safely observed during the pandemic. An independent review of how Toronto police handled missing persons cases is set to be released today. The review was ordered in the summer of 2018 after serial killer Bruce McArthur was arrested. Toronto police faced heavy criticism for not responding quickly enough to reports of men with ties to Toronto's gay village going missing, men who were later confirmed to be victims in the McArthur case. Now, in the U.S., the police-involved shooting of a black man on Sunday, sparking a second straight night of outrage in Minneapolis. As you can see, gas canisters fired by officers to disperse crowds, protesters defying a governor-imposed curfew, and marching to police headquarters to demand justice for 20-year-old Dante Wright, killed during a traffic stop on Sunday. Authorities say the officer who shot him intended to fire a taser and not a handgun. The incident happened just 10 miles away from the courthouse where Derek Chauvin currently stands trial in the murder of George Floyd. Still to come, more on the historic deal between the feds and Air Canada. We'll speak with Chris McCusker from 680 News right after this.